Yo, yo, yo. What it do, peoples? Happy Tuesday. Usually better than Monday, but people had Monday off yesterday, too, so I don't know. I hope it's going okay, dude. Probably getting back on the grind if you had Monday off, so. Hope it's going well. We're going to have a day, baby. We got video gaming news for today, February 20th. And then, dude, we're going to dive into Nightingale Day 1. Nightingale Day 1, man. Yeah. So, I'm excited. New game. Early access title. So, I expect there to be some wonkiness, probably. And as long as the core of the game feels really good, the content is pretty substantial, then I think we'll have a good time. And, you know, it'll be a good day. Power World 2? No. I'm guessing Inflection Games, which is the developer behind it and is another indie developer, would love for it to do as well as Power World. But the only thing they really have in common is the fact that they are a open world survival base building kind of game. That's it. So I'm sure that developer would not have any issues with being seen in the same light as how well Power World has been received, though. Yeah. Yep. What's up, Soup? How you doing, buddy? Let's go ahead and dive in here into video gaming news, and then we can get ready for Nightingale, man, because it hasn't even released yet. It will be releasing in early access here within the next 30 minutes, I think. I think that's what it is. But yeah, it'll be ready by the time we finish the news, and I can't wait. By the way, roughly all of our Baldur's Gate 3 episodes, the clips and highlights from the game, there are a few that I haven't put up yet because I'm going to try something else with them tomorrow on my day off. A little bit of some different editing stuff before I make them public. But almost everything. It was close to 80 videos yesterday that I got finished on YouTube and uploaded to our YouTube channel. They are all in there together in the Baldur's Gate 3 playlist that was created as well. That has been linked into our Discord channel also. So if you guys are interested, all of the Baldur's Gate 3 content is on our YouTube channel as well as the Twitch channel now. Everything's always normally up on the Twitch channel faster than it is the YouTube channel because it's just more seamless. It gets put into VODs. It literally only takes me having to highlight it out on the Twitch channel and put it into playlists, whereas YouTube is a little more elaborate, right? I have to export the videos. I have to put in details. I have to make playlists. I have to do all that stuff, right? So, but it's there now, and if you are wanting to catch up or see any of the Baldur's Gate 3 content, it's on YouTube as well now. Cool. Let's get in here, man. Let's see what we got. I definitely think one of those situations for me where it would take me a good amount of time. It's been a long time since I've coded very much at all. So it would take me a good hot minute to get back into doing any coding. No doubt about it. Yeah, we know. Who cares? Remedy sucks. Or not Remedy, but Respawn. Respawn sucks. Remedy sucked with Alan Wake 2 as well, though. So let's. I mean, to be fair. Yeah, Nintendo. We also saw where Nintendo stock has dropped like roughly 8 to 10% since they announced that their hardware is gonna get pushed back. Their new hardware is getting pushed back till roughly a year from now, give or take a little bit. So we've seen that happening as well. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. PlayStation Portal's been hacked to run PSP games offline. Should have just come default like that for people to be able to run those old PlayStation handheld games. But PlayStation's cool like that. You know, leave it to the community to figure out how to get this done rather than the manufacturer themselves, right? Feels good. It's a rough line here. AI voice cloning and not putting actors out of work. Analysts are forecasting a PS5 Pro releasing this year. That's not official, but we'll take a look at it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Helldivers 2 numbers have surpassed Destiny 2 and Halo Infinite. I don't know about all-time numbers, but probably current concurrent numbers. The concurrent player numbers right now for the game. We'll take a look and see, though. We've already talked about these games coming to Game Pass Ultimate. I'm not going to worry about it. We've talked about it. Oh, man. March 2024 video game release dates. Let's pull that up real quick. Make sure we're aware of everything that's going to be hitting in March. The notable stuff, I'm sure, is what they're going to be talking about. So, yep. Emulation power, baby. Yeah. Why not? Pull it up. Let's take a look at it. That's great. Yeah, we talked about this already as well. Get your free games, man. Dakar Desert Rally is available right now for free on Epic. Super Meat Boy Forever will be the next available title. It was originally slated to be the original Fallout, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics. And for some reason, those got removed and replaced with Super Meat Boy Forever. I still have not found out explicitly why that's the case, but it happened. And Super Meat Boy Forever is a notable title. And they've given away the Fallout games previously. So, I don't know. Not sure. But that is the case. Get your free content. Yo, Pokemon Presents livestream set to deliver exciting news in celebration of Pokemon Day 2024. How funny would it be if they were like, look at what our next game's going to be, and then it was literally Pal World. They're like, look at what the Pokemon can do now. They can help you gather resources. They can help you cook food. It's like, bro, you guys messed up. You missed, man. Look at Skull and Bones Metacritic real quick. Yeah, it's kind of stuck right there. I don't think it's going to get any better. I mean, if you want a pirating experience, probably just go play Sea of Thieves. You know, this is it's not looking great. Not looking great. Is this official? Nintendo Direct Partnered Showcase announced for this week. We thought it was happening last week. Oh, it is official. It's official. Shut your flippin' mouth. Of course it's happening on my day off, dude. Jesus. Okay. I might pop up online tomorrow just to watch this together. We'll see. Let me think about that, and I'll address it whenever we hit that article. No, I told you. Sir. GTA 6 release date has been pushed back to 2036. Oh, man. Yeah, we've kind of heard water cooler talk. Borderlands 4 is headed our way, but why speculate? We'll get it when we're supposed to get it. New Crazy Taxi game will be live service with 100-person survival mode. You know what live service means? Monetization. Ah. Go Sega. IGN FanVale's 2024 Humble Bundle announced. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, we've talked about that as well. Stellar Blade. That's the copium that Soup needs right there. Notice that this article talking about the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase actually has Hi-Fi Rush as the flippin' thumbnail for it, dude. New Invincible Ubisoft game is out now. Wasn't the one that released before just like a story-rich game? What is this one? Is this the mobile game? Oh, it is. A new mobile game. Yeah. We'll look at it, though. We'll see what it's bringing to the table. Usually if it says mobile game and it's set in a universe like that, you can guarantee you know what it's bringing to the table. It's that gotcha. It's that gotcha. And it's just going to be like setting your team up to progress through different stages, and you know, there might be equipment involved. There'll be maybe a tower that you need to climb with your team, you know, skills that need to be upgraded, things like that. It's the you know, tried and true formula of gotcha games on mobile. Probably so. The Pokemon Presents reveal will happen a week from today, so we'll see what they talk about when it happens. That's about all we need to know about that right now, though. Talked about that yesterday. Yeah, we talked about this too. Warframe is hitting mobile, which is kind of crazy. You know, for a game, look, this game's been out for over a decade now. It still looks phenomenal. I remember when it first came out, it looked incredible. It was incredible. It's always played very well too, even on, you know, I mean, low-end machines can run Warframe pretty well. And so it makes sense that I guess mobile devices could also run this potentially fairly solidly. But The thing for me about a game like this is I mean, having options for gamers makes sense. I would not personally want to play a game like this on anything other than like a traditional console or PC or something. But I couldn't imagine everything you would need to try to do and control to effectively play the game at a high level on something that didn't have at least some kind of controller base with it too. So, you know, just trying to use on-screen controls or something for that game seems like it could be really, really rough. But I don't know. Maybe they found a way to get it done fairly seamlessly. I don't know. Just naturally, my thought process there goes to, Jesus, that could be rough. But I don't know. Well, what game is garbage? You've never even played Warframe. You don't know. You don't know. How would you know what a good game is? All you do is buy AAA games all the time. Even when you're advised not to because they're going to be balls, you still buy AAA games, you know? What would you know? Yeah, this is that Balatro game. We've actually seen this. It looks pretty dope, actually. Sea of Thieves' latest update is more than 100 gigs in size. There's Balatro again. This game actually looks pretty dope. I'll just pull it up and link it to you guys. I'll actually say I think Soup's just trying to troll me out a little bit. But I will say this. For a game that's been free to play its entire existence, Warframe, to still be as popular as it is a testament to how well the developers have done on that game through the lifespan of that title. Constantly adding new content. They've also developed this game in a way that is not only first and foremost accessible to anybody that wants to play it. It's got obviously a transaction shop in the game because it's free to play, but there's no pay to win. It is got a great economy behind it. Literally, almost anything in the game is grindable by you as a free to play player, and that game is literally on par with a AAA experience. Absolutely. With the amount of content, the vastness of what that game offers in gameplay, the graphics and everything, that game is solid. It's really, really good. Really good. Truly. Yeah, build a Rocket Boy layoff staff in multiple departments, it's claimed. We kind of heard this was coming. Yeah, we've seen some of this too. Lego 2K Goal is reportedly going to be announced this March. We'll see whenever March rolls around. What? Hades 2 weapons stand at a fork in a road? What's this about? Yeah, they're just talking about what they think the game's going to need to do to stand out beyond what the first game was. Sony's stock saw a $10 billion drop following financial forecast. Soup didn't even have a rebuttal, dude. Soup's like, whatever, dude. Helldiver 2 players are dodging server wait times by just staying logged in. Yo, makes sense. That's kind of funny. The party started, right? I didn't mean to do that. There we go. There we go. I mean, I actually respect the fact, like, if you didn't necessarily enjoy Warframe, but the game isn't garbage. That game is not garbage. It's not. You can't say that. I respect if it didn't necessarily, you know, hit your buttons as far as something that is preferential to you as far as gameplay goes and stuff, but that game's not garbage. Absolutely not. I'm actually really excited for Soulframe that's coming out by them as well. Digital Extremes. Yep, tomorrow. New Souls-like game Inotria. Last song to release this June. Have we seen this? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out about Balatro. This game looks really cool, dude. The one that I linked down there at the bottom of the chat. We'd seen it a few weeks ago. This was a game that got identified during the Steam Next Fest stuff, and it's been gathering more steam, if you will, more traction as we've continued to move forward after the Steam Next Fest stuff. More people have been trying, more people have been enjoying it. We've been getting more articles about it. It definitely looks like a very cool game. All right, let's go with this, man. These will be our articles for the day. Here we go, starting it off. Stoops Company, man. Taking a $10 billion drop following the financial forecast, their financial forecast. We knew that they've already announced, PlayStation's announced, they're not going to have any first-party titles really coming out over the next year. Obviously, we've got, like, some big titles coming relatively soon, which is you know, Rebirth is hitting, which is going to be proprietary to begin with, but Square is not necessarily a first party studio for them either, so it will be a title that first and foremost is only released on PlayStation, but it probably will hit PC within 6 months to a year after release. Stellar Blade's coming, and I think beyond that, they're kind of expecting not to have very much else over the next year, so that's going to hurt them a little bit. At least, I mean, that's what they announced. They kind of said they don't have first-party games planned to release over the next year, so it's going to be a bit of a bleak look for the upcoming landscape for proprietary games, anyways, first-party games from PlayStation. So we knew that was going to affect their financial outlook a little bit, but let's read this. In a recent financial update, Sony reported on the performance of its PlayStation brand through quarter 3 of its fiscal year 2023. It was revealed that 8.2 million PlayStation consoles were shipped in 3 months, and more than 89 million games were sold across PlayStation 5 and 4. But those stunning figures were shielding some less than fortunate news. Projections for Q4 of this fiscal year were slashed. Originally, Sony intended to sell 25 million PlayStation 5 consoles in fiscal year of 2023, which ends next month, right? However, that forecast was recently cut down to 21 million units. Not only that, but the firm's operating margin in the business came under scrutiny, all of which led to a whopping $10 billion being wiped from Sony's stock value. Extremely disappointing. In a report published by CNBC, the state of PlayStation was discussed by an equity analyst, Atul Goyal. In his breakdown of the situation, Goyal stressed that things are extremely disappointing, addressing Sony's failing operation margin in the game's business. In a drastic drop on the board, Sony has gone from a value of around 13% in March of 2022 to just under 6% in December of last year. Yeah, you can see the drop, right? See the drop. Goyle explained the gravity of this. The shipment forecast cut for PS5 is not what is disappointing. What is disappointing is the low level of operating margin. Their revenue on digital sales and on content digital downloads are at all-time highs, and yet their margins are at decade lows. This is just not acceptable. Yeah, that's not a good look, right? In CNBC's report, it was claimed that Sony's gaming margins are almost near decade lows. It seems that increasingly expensive production budgets are one contributor to this drop, which is a theory put forward by Kantan Games' Sirkin Toto. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We talked about the sentiment a lot of just throwing a boatload of money onto a project and not having any real, team chemistry behind it or anything doesn't guarantee you success. I mean, we saw Sony go through this last year with what was the name of the game with the chick with the bangle that talked, and it was pretty much a flop. They spent a lot of money on the production of that game. I never can remember the name of that flipping game, dude. But I mean, it was so bad that they literally dissolved the studio behind it. It was one of their little first-party studios. They just totally ate it. About a month and a half after that game came out, they just they're like, well, you're done. I think it's one of those looks where we know they have first-party studios that kill it, right? But then we also see a lot of these big studios do this kind of thing as well, where they're like, oh, here's an idea that seems like it could work, and then they'll just, I don't know, seems like more business-minded than it does actual gamer-minded for a lot of these projects. And, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is to it, but I can see why it does affect their margins and stuff, What's up? They can hope Xbox will be gracious enough to release games on PlayStation. Wait, where did that come in at? What are you talking about? I mean, Xbox absolutely is. We know that already. What were you trolling on, though? What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Oh, yeah. Well, we know that, there's already 4 games hitting, right? I mean, they're not some of their... I mean, I don't want to say they're not bigger named games, right? They're just not some of their... it wasn't what people... it's not Starfield, right? We know that, Hi-Fi Rush... We know Pentiment and Grounded, and what's the third one I'm missing, dude? We know these are all the titles that are hitting other platforms. I'm missing one other one right now. It's too early, not enough coffee, man. But chosen violence again this morning? I mean, don't we always? Don't we always reject? Yeah, yeah. The Soup, I feel like Soup's the instigator. Soup instigates the violence, you know what I mean? And then he gets me started on the violence, and then I'm just, violent the rest of the day. Yeah. So I don't know. We already know that it's happening. I mean, after the Xbox showcase, they didn't state specifically that which titles. They did say Starfield's not going, right? But they did say there's initial 4, at least in the initial titles. Yeah. So we know there are at least 4 initial titles rolling out fairly quickly here, and we know that Xbox is not going to be pushing out titles right away. They're still going to have their proprietary titles. They're going to be holding to pull people into their platform initially, but it's still going to be something that I think benefits both parties. It'll benefit Xbox. It'll benefit PlayStation potentially in this scenario. It could, depending on what drops on the platform. I think Grounded is a significant thing. Grounded's phenomenal. Obviously, Hi-Fi Rush as well. Pentiment is kind of one of those niche genres that doesn't maybe draw as much, but it's still supposed to be a very good title. What's the other one I'm missing off the top of my head? I can't think of it, dude. It absolutely could help them, depending on how quickly Xbox is releasing the titles. It could for sure. Could help bring people in. I think it's going to be honestly, I think this is going to be something that's going to be, in the long run at least, more beneficial to Xbox. I really do. I don't know how many people are seeing it that way, but personally, I think from a business standpoint, I think it's going to be more beneficial to Xbox than it is anybody else. They needed to do this though, and it was easier for them to do this. Xbox just had they were in a position where it made more sense for them to move this direction than it did for PlayStation or does for PlayStation or Nintendo, right? They've done too well playing the traditional first party only on their platform stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. It could help. Who knows, man? New Souls-like game Inotria, the last song to release this June. Have we seen this release date trailer? New entry in the Souls-like genre is arriving this June. Looks pretty cool. Developer Giamma Games has announced they are releasing Inotria, the last song, a new Souls-like game, on June 21st, 2024. The game will be released for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The Italian Souls-like game sees the world gripped by a twisted play called the Canavaccio, which keeps everything in stasis, unable to move forward or change. Player assumes the role of the maskless one, the only one who can gain power and try to break the world free of this never-ending play. The release date trailer below gives a good look at what's to come. Let's see this.
The tree of change bears fruit. Awaken, maskless one. Do you feel the winds that howl across the land? Do you hear the melody of change? The wheel must turn again. So ages come and pass, and memories become legend. The stage is set.
Who's the developer behind this? Summer Soul. Inatria is a beautiful sunlit land inspired by Italian nature that hides dark secrets behind its bright facades. Up to you to unravel the mysteries of the stunning world. Mini masks, one face. Don your fallen foes' masks to take on their roles, enabling new ways to play, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Swap up between up to 3 customizable loadouts at any time. Path of Innovators. Expand your playstyle options through a unique pool of talents in the Path of Innovators. Slot talents into masks to create custom builds on a single screen. Experience a unique system that makes theory crafting and altering playstyle for each situation easier than ever. Unparalleled flexibility. Choose strategically which mask will face the dangers of Inatria. Swap between up to 3 custom loadouts at any time. Each loadout allows you to try out a new playstyle without the burden of a respec. Alter reality. To channel the power of Ardor to dynamically alter reality. Swap strategically between environmental states to solve puzzles. Reveal secrets, traverse a decaying world, and gain a strategic edge in battles. Awaken your potential. Break an enemy's posture to enable a devastatingly riposte attack, which grants you the the mighty awakened buff. Chain skill. I can't read this morning. Chain kills and swap between masks to alter the boons you receive to best match the opponent. Have they done anything else? I'm not familiar with this developer, dude. Looks like they've done some mobile game stuff. And then they've got this, which is coming. I don't think I'm alone in the notion of... And I'll use an example here in a moment to counteract this statement. But, you know, obviously From Software has made the Souls-like genre very, very popular. It's tried, you know, many developers have tried to emulate what has made From Software so popular with their Soulsborne games. Some have done it well, a lot have failed at it. I'd say some have done it pretty well, a lot have failed at it. I'm always a bit hesitant on the front of games I see coming out and are being touted as, you know, this supposedly new amazing Souls-like experience. I think this does have a cool premise around it of the switching of masks for different kinds of abilities and stuff. That's kind of cool sounding. But I feel like the developers that have done a really good job at emulating the Souls-like games from Software are few and far between. And I'm always a bit scared, especially from companies that have never taken a dive into this kind of thing before. But to be fair, there are some that have done it very well also. And to give you an example, a game that I still am looking forward to playing this year, hopefully when the DLC dropped, and I watched last year, Lies of P. I watched through the development process for about a year and a half before it released. I was really hopeful this game would be good. Neowiz, you know, apparently killed it with Lies of P, and they hadn't really ever done anything like this before. I think this was like really one of their first games even, and so it's not like it can't be done. So who knows? We'll see what happens there. One of the things I just found out as well is that what we were being informed of over the past couple of days was that around this time for us was when Nightingale was going to release. So that is not the case now. Look, it's a few hours later now. So we're still going to play it today, but it's not actually going to release for about another 3 hours approximately. So it looks like probably sometime between 10 o'clock a.m. to 11 o'clock a.m. for us, which means that between the news, we'll just probably play some filler game stuff until it releases. Originally, what we were being told in articles and things of that nature was that Nightingale was going to release for us around this time right now, but it is looking more like it's got about 3 hours left. What I might do is after the news, just shut down my Steam and pull it back up, and we'll see if it's still saying the same thing. But we'll I guess I could do it now anyways. Let's do it right now. We'll just do it right now and see what it says. Play the longing. I'm gonna have to at some point. I'm gonna have to at some point, dude. Oh man, how's your longing experience going, buddy? Bump bitty bump bump. Boop booty boop boop. Yeah, still says the same thing, so as you can see. So confirmed, just restarted Steam and everything, still saying the same thing, so I kind of figured it would be, but just wanted to make sure it wasn't kind of bugged out or something. Very cool, very cool. Be enough moss grown on a rock to safely jump onto it. Holy crap, dude. Nice. Love that progression, dude. All right, let's see what's next. New Crazy Taxi game will be, are you playing Nightingale, dude? Or no? Are you too caught up in RoboQuest and, and the flipping, I never can remember the name of the horror game you've been playing. New Crazy Taxi game will be live service with a 100-person survival mode. It's claimed. By the way, I got all of our BG3 stuff uploaded to YouTube, if you didn't hear me say that. So, and most of it has you in the description and title of a lot of it as contributing to the gameplay and stuff, dude. So, just so you know. Props where props are due, brother. There are a few of the highlights that I haven't put in yet because I'm going to try to do something a little bit different with them tomorrow on my day off. If I get it done, I'll show you guys whenever we get back on Thursday. Let's see how it goes. The new Crazy Taxi game will be live service with a 100-person survival mode. It's claimed. So, last year during the Game Awards, Sega revealed a showcase of titles that are in development or being remade. Yeah, Jet Set, Crazy Taxi, Shinobi, there are a couple other ones. It was subsequently revealed that the team is working on a new Crazy Taxi title. It's slated to be a AAA game. Now, a leaker by the name of Midori has put a string of posts on social media claiming some outlandish things about the new title. Oh no, dude, True's not going to be happy about this. Week's time schedule is like come home, sleep for 2 to 3 hours, play Lethal to 1 a.m. sleep 3. Jesus Christ, you're hooked, huh? You're hooked. That's good though, dude. That means the game. I mean, I've been really, I've been really wanting to try it out, but I'm just gonna wait until September. September, I'm gonna start playing it on weekends with the community, and then we'll play it as we move forward through Scaretober and stuff. It'll be like a precursor for the Scaretober stuff. So that's what I want to wait for. Said that the new Crazy Taxi game will be a live service title with a 100-person survival mode, and that inspirations for that game are Grand Theft Auto Online and Fortnite. Jesus. We weren't expecting that. Yeah, on Twitter, Midori posted a few juicy tidbits about the in-development Crazy Taxi title that has been the subject of ongoing discussions in recent days. It was claimed that a remake is on the way, and it'll launch alongside a new live service game with elements that'll make it competitive in the modern market. Oh, yeah, word, dude, yeah. It was also referenced that this will be the case for Jet Set Radio, which will also receive a remake of its own before securing a live service reboot. In an exclusive reveal, Midori claimed that the reboot will feature shooting elements and will be like Fortnite in its design. It'll reportedly feature an open world concept with a solid focus on exploration as an all-new story unravels. What are you like putting them up on like you got like a YouTube channel or something? What are you doing with all the clips and stuff, dude? You TikToking, Doug? You TikTok until you don't stop. Yeah, this is a daunting look at. I mean, you know, yeah. Consider me not surprised coming from Sega right now. If Sega's willing to do things like gatekeep New Game Plus in their games they're releasing behind paywalls, then why would they not do this with a game, you know, like Crazy Taxi? It doesn't feel good, but I'm not surprised either. So, IGN FanFest 2024 Humble Bundle announced. Proceeds from the bundle will support It Gets Better and special effects charities. A little to the left, Loop Hero, Let's Go, Islets, Wobble Dogs. IGN is partnering with Humble on an exclusive IGN FanFest 2024 Humble Bundle. The bundle will be available for purchase on Monday, February 19th, which was yesterday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Will consist of 7 games for a cozy gaming experience. The games included are A Little to the Left, Shantae and the Seven Sirens, Loop Hero, Banger, Tinykin, Islets, Wobble Dogs, and Black Book. Nice. Fans of any genre will find something to love in this bundle. Keep your sword handy. Take to the seas and skies in Shantae and the Seven Sirens and Islets. Relax by taking on a big adventure in Tinykin, cleaning up the mess your cat left behind in A Little to the Left, or taking care of and breeding a bunch of dogs that need you in Wobble Dogs. And once you're ready to dive into a little strategy, Loop Hero will keep the adventure going till your little adventurer can't adventure anymore. It's all here. The IGN FanFest 2024 Humble Bundle will start off with a $12 minimum price. Proceeds from the bundle will be split among the charities It Gets Better and Special Effect. It Gets Better is a nonprofit organization that focuses on empowering LGBTQ plus youth around the world through their impactful programs. Special Effect is a charity that helps those with physical challenges be able to enjoy and thrive with video games through technological advancements and collaborations with companies like Xbox. The exclusive bundle will run from the 19th, again, that was yesterday, through March 6th. If you're interested, I will link this to you. New Invincible Ubisoft game is out now. Ubisoft releases Invincible Guarding the Globe, a brand new mobile game set in the world of Robert Kirkman's acclaimed comic series. Let's just read the bullet points here. Ubi's free-to-play mobile game Invincible Guarding the Globe lets fans unleash Kirkman's heroes in fast-paced battles. Join the Global Defense Agency and customize your super team to defeat enemies from across the galaxy. The game features an original story where the Guardians face deadly threats armed with sinister cloning technology. The new game sees players join the Global Defense Agency to muster a super team comprising Invincible, Adam, Eve, Duplicate, and other familiar members of the Guardians of the Globe, each with their own powers and stats. Gamers must carefully choose their squad and strategy, upgrading and customizing their equipment to ensure victory in fast-paced battles. Yep, it's going to be a gotcha game. Yeah, that's what I said when we pulled up the article initially. Is it's a mobile game, it's going to be a gotcha game. Yeah, you can see it, dude. I mean, this is... Yeah. You'll be able to probably put some kinds of equipment on them, upgrade equipment, upgrade skills. You gotta, you know what I mean? It's going to be gotcha. Yeah. Free to download now on iOS and Android devices. From the App Store, Google Play Store, and Amazon App Store. All right. Yep. Yep, about what I expected it to be. Can't believe that coming from Ubisoft, they didn't call it a quadruple A mobile gaming experience. Kick. Build a robot rocket boy. Lays off staff in multiple departments, its claim. We had seen this coming, what was it, like a week ago or something we saw this. Build a Rocket Boy, the studio founded by Rockstar North president and Grand Theft Auto producer Leslie Benzies, is holding layoffs. New report from PC Games In says the studio is laying off a currently unknown number of employees across multiple departments, including publishing, QA, and art. The report says were announced internally on Monday. Founded in 2018, Build a Rocket Boy is currently working on 2 games, Everywhere and Mind's Eye. Everywhere was first revealed back in 2022 and recently held a closed alpha back in December. Mind's Eye is a story-driven action-adventure that involves futuristic vehicles and weaponry. corporate and government conspiracies, and sinister new technologies. Yeah, we've already seen the Disco Elysium developer ZAUM layoffs as well. Neither game has an announced release date from the studio. Insider Gaming has reached out directly to Build a Rocket Boy for comment on the report. Should a response be received, this article will be updated accordingly. As of publishing, Build a Rocket Boy has yet to comment on the layoffs. What do you think of the layoffs? They suck. There's way too many of them in the industry, and it's a weird look. I've talked about it so much. I'm just like a broken record on it. There is a Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase announced for tomorrow. We had already found out that there was, I mean, quite obviously, it's a cyclical thing, right? I mean, at the beginning of every year, we get Xbox, and then it's followed up shortly by PlayStation and Nintendo, and we hadn't had Nintendos yet. We knew it was coming sometime soon, but it was a weird look because we were expecting quite potentially a some kind of talk about their new hardware. Then the Direct hadn't happened. Then we found out that their new hardware is being delayed till this time next year. So now we're getting their Nintendo Direct showcase announcement, which is happening tomorrow. It is on my day off. I don't know whether I'll be live or not. You know, I was saying that I could potentially go live depending on how my day is running, just to watch this, and we'll see. You'll get the notification if you're following that, you know, I'm going live to take a look at this Nintendo Direct. If I can find the time to hop on and start the stream up to have us watch this together. I'll do my best. I can't promise anything, though. My Wednesdays tend to be pretty jam-packed with stuff just because of being the only day that I have off from streaming. So I'll do my best, though, okay? I don't know. I don't think that we'll get very much besides what they're bringing to the table moving forward software-wise. Yeah, the announcement's kind of already been made, not officially, but kind of unofficially, officially, that their hardware has been delayed till this time next year for release. So I don't think we'll actually get any kind of announcement from Nintendo about their new hardware till probably when we were expecting it to release this year. Sometime in around the, you know, late summer, early fall time, or into the fall, autumn time frame is when we'll probably find Nintendo bringing something to the table for us about talking about their upcoming hardware. I don't think now's the time anymore. So this would be happening at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. We'll see if I can get live for it. I'll try my best. Nintendo has officially announced the next Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase for this week. It'll be about 25 minutes long. It'll happen at wait, what? These times are contradicting each other. This says 6 a.m. Pacific time and 9 a.m. Eastern, which would make it 8 o'clock my time. And then down here, it says noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, which would make this 11 o'clock a.m. my time. The clips from it should be everywhere at this point. From the Nintendo Direct, they're not real. You know, Nintendo's pretty good at not letting a lot of that information out. But yeah, I mean, it could be. Oh, seen the new video making AI? Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. It looks good. There's also a lot of weirdness in it. We saw it. Yeah. We saw it the other day. And it was like a shot. Where was it? It was like supposed to be somewhere in Korea. And it was like showing people walking, and then to the left there were cars, but it was like some of the cars looked like micro machines and other ones are like huge and stuff. I was like, what the crap is that? And then it was like halfway through the cars driving through the street, they were just gone, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, what is happening, dude? Yeah, it is scary. It is scary. I mean, dude, we're just getting closer and closer to the Matrix, really. I mean, that's what it is, you know? But I think it's we're actually getting to that point where you have to be like hyper aware and sensitive to finding the glitches in the Matrix, as it were, to be able to discern whether or not you're actually watching something that's AI driven and created, or if it's actually real life, you know? It's crazy. It's pretty nuts. Yep. Pretty crazy, dude. But yeah, I don't know what to think here. We're going to have to look up information from another site, because this, I'm going to take this as a thumbnail directly from Nintendo. This is probably the correct time right here. 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, yeah. Had no clue. Yeah. I think that, you know, again, like I was just talking about, if you're just, I think people are going to have to become more and more deliberately looking for flaws, right? Looking for things that are out of place or don't make sense. And it's not going to be things that are like jumping out at you necessarily. I found things pretty easily in that video that I were like, what is happening here? This is weird. But it was also, I knew it was AI to begin with, you know, so I was like, what can I find here, right? Had I not been informed or known that it was AI in the first place, I might not have been looking for those kinds of things, right? So I think that people have to become a bit more concerned with looking at things closer with about everything that we're seeing in the world now, to see if you might be able to pick out things that look weird and could be an indicator that you're not watching something that is real, for sure. So I'm guessing this is happening at 8 in the morning. Their times here are probably off, I'm guessing. As far as what games will appear during the event, nothing has been confirmed. One game rumored to be there is Penny's Big Breakaway. Ooh-wee. Insider Pioro has also hinted at Game Freak, the Pokemon developer, being part of the showcase as well, talking about how they want to now make Pokemon Pal World. Too soon? Or way too late, I guess is what I should say. Aside from that, everything is else is anyone's guess. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. We'll find out, yeah. Either we'll find out tomorrow whenever I go live to watch this, or we'll recap it on Thursday, okay? Analysts forecast a PlayStation 5 Pro will release this year. Speaking to CNBC, analysts have said that Sony is likely to release a PS5 Pro by the end of the year. Quote, there seems to be a broad consensus in the game industry that Sony is indeed preparing a launch of a PS5 Pro in the second half of 2024. Serkin Toto, CEO of Tokyo-based games consultancy Kantan Games, told CNBC, and Sony will want to make sure to have a great piece of hardware ready when GTA 6 hits in 2025. A launch that will be a shot in the arm for the entire gaming industry, it was said. Insider Gaming exclusively reported in March of last year that PlayStation was gearing up to launch a PS5 Pro. We've been hearing rumors of this forever, which was then followed up by my report on Key to Gaming on spec details. According to sources, the PlayStation 5 Pro is known as Project Trinity internally, scheduled to release later this year. Yeah, like I said earlier today, Sony's recent earnings call revealed that the company does not have any major existing franchise released for the PS5 until April of next year. So roughly a year. They're not going to have really very much first-party stuff releasing for the next year, right? Which has been something that is going to obviously hurt their financial report, their earnings, things like that. Details on the specifications of the console are slim. We can speculate all we want about when this will release. They're speculating maybe a release along the same time frame of like when GTA 6 would release or something, but who really knows? They'll release it when they feel like it's the right time. It could be alongside a big name game, but knowing that they don't have anything lined up until, until probably second quarter of the calendar year of next year, means we probably won't see, if that's their play, if that's what they're looking to try to do is release the PS5 Pro alongside a big title, probably won't see it for another year. Helldivers 2 takes the gaming community by storm as Steam numbers surpass Destiny 2 and Halo Infinite. Can somebody explain this to me? Helldivers 2, a PlayStation-only title, is generating Steam and stream figures that surpass those of Starfield and Destiny 2, making it a new darling of the Battle Pass games as a service market. It's not a PlayStation-only title. It's on PC as well, which is why you're talking about Steam. Now, if you want to say a PlayStation-only console title, then yeah. But it's not a PlayStation-only title. Come on, man. Whenever the industry prepares to pronounce the games as a service model dead like clockwork, a new game appears to breathe fresh air into the model. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was balls, but they are referring to Helldivers 2. It is very Starship Troopers. I'd say there's a little bit of some Terminator in there, a little bit of some, yeah, obviously some Star Wars influence with some. Everybody that plays the game looks like Boba Fett. There's walkers in the game. You know, it's got a little bit of influence from a few different things, but yeah. Using Steam concurrent player statistics as a metric for a game's popularity, Helldivers 2 is more popular than Destiny 2 or Starfield have ever been. Helldivers 2 has beat the all-time peak Steam concurrent player count of Destiny 2, Starfield, and Halo Infinite. At 333,000 concurrent players. Yep, you can see where it has beat these other games now. Yeah. With the title being a PlayStation exclusive in the console market, its success is truly impressive. The game is so popular that gamers are waiting hours just for a spot to open up on Arrowhead's servers. Yeah. They've got the whole breakdown of what the game is, if you want to look at it and stuff. Yeah, it's doing very well, especially considering that this game has had issues on release, performance-wise, server-wise, stuff like that. People are liking it enough that they are still buying and diving into this game on the regular. Obviously, right? The concurrent player count's very high, and people are loving it, man. It does look good. I've watched a little bit of it. March 2024 video game releases. What do we have? Notable releases: WWE 2K24, Alone in the Dark on 20 March, Princess Peach Showtime 22 March, Dragon's Dogma 2. We will be playing this on release in this channel. Rise of the Ronin, South Park Snow Day 27 March. These are just some of the bigger notable releases. It's not all of them, by the way, but just so you know. And last but not least, if anybody has anything else you want to talk about before we end the news segment this morning, let me know. Bit of a quick news segment, and that's okay. We were misinformed, or the game got pushed back a little bit for Nightingale, just so you know. Like I said a little bit ago, it's looking like we have probably somewhere around 3 hours left before the game releases. We were told, and by some websites and things like that, the game was planning on releasing about 30 minutes ago today, but that's not the case. It's definitely got a few hours left before it releases, so we will finish up the news. We'll maybe play around in some other titles and stuff. Not sure what those will be, but we'll play some games. We'll have some fun while we wait on Nightingale to release, and then we'll get probably like a half a day of playing Nightingale in, okay? Someone finally hacked the PlayStation Portal, and it runs PSP games. Portable games on the Portal. You know, God forbid PlayStation just put this in as a default application, you know, for people to utilize out of the box, right? You can look. Here's the thing: manufacturers are never very good at just thinking outside the box, as it were, and going, yo, this has a capability of running some of our old school games and stuff that people don't have access to anymore. It'd be cool to just like give them that capability. No, they don't do that, right? So you can always bet on the fact that the gaming enthusiast community is going to come up with some way to hack or jailbreak these things, these kinds of devices, and find a way to run, get the quality of life. Let's state it this way: get the quality of life out of the devices that honestly have been lacking from these developers that we've been supporting for so long anyways. So it sucks to not get it from the developer naturally out of the box, but people are always finding ways to give us what we should have had from them, right? So portable games on the Portal. The PlayStation Portal has finally been hacked. Rather than turning it into a proper Steam Deck competitor, it now runs PSP games. Pretty amusing given Sony's first handheld debuted back in 2005. But the project will no doubt open the door to homebrew on the remote player. In case you're out of the loop, the PlayStation Portal is designed to hook up your PS5 using remote play. That very fact prevents it from taking on most of the best gaming handheld contenders out there right now, as it can't run games natively using its own hardware. At least it won't be able to cut out of the box, but as the community has now proven, Portable is at least capable of emulating classics from 19 years ago. In a photo to Twitter by Google engineer Andy Nguyen, the PlayStation Portal is shown running Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. According to the enthusiasts, the GTA spinoff uses the PSP emulator PPSSPP natively to make it happen, something that isn't possible using the stock handheld. After more than a month of hard work, PPSSPP is running natively on the Portal. Yes, we hacked it with help from XYZ and at Zeta2. While we've only got static evidence of the PS Portal hack for now, Nguyen says videos of the project are on the way that will hopefully provide some insight into the process behind running anything using the Portal's actual hardware, as well as whether performance is good enough to be useful. After all, the Qualcomm SG4150P inside the handheld isn't designed to handle proper full-on gaming experiences, which makes sense given that we're talking about a remote player rather than a PlayStation Vita 2. In any case, it was only a matter of time before someone cracked the Portal, and it sort of feels like a birthright for Sony consoles. It's early days yet, but we'll no doubt see some interesting projects out in the wild as the hardware matures. Yeah, it was inevitable. It always is. That's kind of cool. That's the news, my dudes. Kind of a bleak front for the news in the industry this morning, but that's okay. We usually go quite a bit longer, about an hour longer than this, but just not quite as much there this morning, and that's okay. So we'll move on. We'll play something. We'll figure it out. Who knows? And we'll have some fun while we wait on Nightingale to release, and then we will play that for the rest of the day. Okay, so you guys rock. Thanks for being here and being a part of what we do. If anybody's hanging out and you're not familiar with what we do around here, this is how we start all of our streams off 6 days a week. We are live at roughly 6 a.m. CST CDT. That would be 7 a.m. Eastern or 4 a.m. Pacific. We always begin with video gaming news, trying to stay current on what's happening in the industry, promote a healthier industry for us as consumers and video gaming enthusiasts before we move on and play games for the rest of the day. So we have an amazing community of individuals here, always trying to get gameplay in together, have fun playing games, as well as just creating a great atmosphere here for people to hang out, enjoy the world of video games, be civil about things, be void of toxicity, negativity, create an actual community where people can always feel like they're going to be welcome and invited in here to be safe and have a good time. So if you can dig that, can be a part of what we do. Come help us spread the good vibes, as it were. So I don't know, man. I guess other than that, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's week is beginning well. We're going to move on and go play some games for the rest of the day. But we'll be back at it tomorrow, same time as always. And no, that's a lie. We'll be back at it on Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's my normal day off. So we'll be back at it on Thursday for more video gaming news on February 22nd. I might possibly be live for about 30 minutes tomorrow to watch the Nintendo Showcase. We will see. But that would be about it for tomorrow. So until Thursday, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to run us an outro for the news segment real quick, and then as soon as I get back up here, we'll start getting ready to play games. See you in a second.